SMD Law is the official law firm of the Spartan Nation. Check them out on the interwebs at smdalaw.com or at 866-529-3537. No matter where you are in the state of Michigan, Upper Peninsula, Lower Peninsula, it doesn't matter. They have an office near you. So whether you need to send a letter to an annoying neighbor, or you're a criminal and you need defense, maybe you just have problems with elder law, check them out, smdalaw.com today. The official law firm of the Spartan Nation. Call them first, then you act.
First of all, Brian, incredible performance by you. How good did it feel to be back to 2017, Brian Lewerke?
Yeah, it felt good. I was kind of thinking about it was probably the first game since maybe Penn State last year where I've kind of felt happy about the product I put in the field. So I mean, it feels really good. Yeah.
What was the message tonight?
After pregame or after?
To go into the game.
The offense struggled the first game, and everyone was freaking out, and we were fine. We knew what we had to do, and what I said is, we're going to win this game, whether it's a close one or a big one is up to the offense, and obviously we showed that tonight. So.
Obviously, Mark made it clear Tuesday he wasn't happy and was looking for a response. What was that like in practice for the rest of the weekend? And how much did the opening drive, maybe first 3 drives, kind of just let you settle in and feel better about yourself?
You can tell when Coach D's not in a good mood, and when he walked in the team meeting room on Tuesday, you could definitely tell. Gave us a mouthful, and we kind of fired me up a little bit, and I think it did the same for a lot of other guys. And we were motivated.
I've been kind of tired of being in the offense that sucks, and I kind of just want to be good. And I think we kind of took a good step tonight.
Were you surprised at his reaction Tuesday when he came in? Did you think it was just one game into the season that you would get that response?
No, I mean that's fine with me. It gets me going, and he didn't want to repeat it last year, and neither do I. I don't think anyone on the offense does. So I think it was good for us.
You talked too about how it's important to kind of keep building each week to find that consistency. What is the key to, I guess, kind of carrying this performance over the next week?
Yeah, I think it's a good step. Obviously, we got bigger games. No disrespect to Western, but we just got bigger games that we want to win, and I think this is a good step towards that.
You said this is the best you thought since the Penn State game last year. Was there anything you did early because it was like you were on target last week, but like today just looked different?
I think the pass pro was much better this week. Receivers got open. I think Coach Salem called a really good game and gave me chances to air the ball out and hit guys that are open. And I think that just was a big part of it.
With Jalen out for however long he's out, I guess how do you envision filling that role that he had as being a playmaker and a guy that can
he's obviously it sucks for our punt return, kick return game, and he was our jet sweep guy, so it kind of sucks. Might have to find someone else for that, but I think it's just kind of next man up, and we got guys that can fill the spot. So.
When did you know that it was going to be the first play that you guys were going to air it out like that? And what's that feeling when you do that?
Yeah, well, we were planning on doing something else actually up until maybe noon today, and he kind of switched up and said, "Hey, you want to do this?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure." It looked really good on film, just the times that we'd run it, and we ran in practice and it was open every time. And we actually kind of messed it up. CJ ran the route. CJ didn't know what his route was, but it's all right. We completed it for a big man. So.
And then play 2, you go to Elijah and you just rip it off on the first carry.
Yeah, that was really cool, and I think our RPOs were working, and the reads were there to hand the ball off. There's maybe 5-6 guys in the box at the time, so it was advantageous for us to run the ball.
Could you sense that going with 5 guys on that line that there was a building continuity?
You're talking about
a little more cohesion. That you just kind of went with 5 guys early.
Yeah, I think so. Is that what we did? We didn't switch any guys out? Okay. I honestly don't really know most of that stuff, but I think it was good just get guys going and get their blood flowing. And Blake Buter was telling me it felt good to smash someone in the mouth today, and I think they really needed that, and it was good for them.
Brian, 582 yards of offense today. What was the difference?
One, we didn't have any offensive penalties. I think that was big. We converted touchdowns for the most part in the red zone. We should have had maybe 60 some odd points too if we would have converted those 2 field goals we had to settle for. But We were mistake free. Didn't have a lot of negative plays. Our third downs, I think we were 7 for 10 on third down, and none of them were terribly long. There was maybe 1 or 2 that were longer than 3rd and 8. So I think that was big for us.
How important was it to get Elijah going early? You guys came right out of the chute and you had a couple guys flying.
Yeah, he can see the hole very well, and he made people miss and broke blocks. And just to get him going early, I think was really big for his confidence too.
Same with Daryl.
Yeah, just get him going, and just want to get the ball in his hands and let him make plays like he does.
Can you describe how determined your offensive teammates were this week after last week not playing as well as they can, and you know that they can? What was it like this week preparing?
Yeah, kind of like we said last week, we had a really good fall camp, and we had really good scrimmages and practice and all that. And the product that we put out in the field didn't really show that we had done that. So I think this week was good, just for the entire confidence of the offense and me and everyone else involved.
When D'Antonio made the challenge like he did on Tuesday in the media, does that get back to you guys? Did you guys see that? I'm sure you probably see it.
Yeah, we saw it.
Do you also see it in your meetings too, I'd imagine? Is that effective? Does that work?
Well, his attitude carried over straight from the team meeting. And I was doing an interview thing in here, and he seemed pissed off before the meeting too. So when he came to the team meeting, he was fired up and gave us a mouthful. And I think it was really good for us.
Was the team meeting before his press conference or after?
No, it was after.
It was after. Okay. So he was still the same. Yeah.
Still a little heated up. Yeah.
So what did he say? The same things or?
Yeah, just he said one side of the ball performed, the other side didn't. I don't want to go too much detail, so obviously it's a private conversation, but just basically the offense just needs to step up.
What level of relief to feel to put up 51? To feel things work like that in all facets. What's that? Just walking about the field like that. What's that feel like?
It feels really good. I think it's a good step in the right direction. I think we definitely needed this one just to be able to put points on the board, and we probably still could have scored more. But I think it's good for us.
For you, when the running game is working like that, how does it change everything?
With our running game like this,
it
changed everything. It's the first time we've had that in a while, I would say. And Elijah made a lot of plays. He made a lot of guys missed tackles and broke a lot of long runs, and I think it was very good for our offense.
As athletes, what does that do to you and your teammates when you get challenged like that? Does it make you watch more film, more focused on practice?
Pumps me up. Yeah, it got me going. As the leader on the offense, you don't like hearing that, and we kind of wanted to have a really good week of practice. It honestly wasn't the best week of practice for us. We definitely had better, but we were very motivated for this game.
This was the highest amount of points that a Michigan State team has scored since 2015. How good does that feel, just knowing that you were able to amass that number, basically?
It's kind of depressing, honestly, but it's good. It's good to score those amount of points. Like I said, we could have scored more, so we've got to fix those mistakes, score in the red zone when we can, and come back next week.
What's the important thing about today? The hope, the reinvigoration, a little bit of what you guys can become and what you guys will be able to.
Was that the big thing today?
Is that the biggest takeaway from today? Just sort of the hope and the reinvigoration of what you guys.
Yeah, I think after a week like last week, this was big for us. I think we definitely needed this on the offensive side. It puts confidence in the whole team. The defense plays harder when they see us scoring points, and obviously the offense wants to keep pounding on the points whenever they can.
What did you see the matchups like with Daryl Stewart that just made him so effective today?
I think it was just our game plan. Coach Salem called really good plays, and he happened to be in the spot every time that the play was meant for, and he did his job by catching the ball and getting open.
What did you see in the offensive line this week heading into today, and what did you see from them today? They were challenged too.
They were, and I think it pissed a lot of them off, and I think it was good that they had that challenge. But like I said, there are guys today that they said it felt really good to hit a guy in the mouth and bring the hitting to them instead of kind of getting hit, and they had a great pass pro all game, I would say.
All right, you might have addressed this already, but tell me a little bit about that trick play.
It was kind of like the one we ran against Michigan last year. It just was a little bit different personnel, but I really wanted to score.
I was wondering, were you a little bit nervous? You're coming off an injury, something got to happen.
I took a couple big hits tonight, but I tried jumping through them. I don't know if that's ever worked in the history of football by jumping through two guys.
Yeah, but you're feeling okay?
Especially from I feel fine. No
Trying to score from the 5-yard line? Is that what you thought you were
I was I was trying to jump over him. I was trying to jump between them. So it makes a little more sense in my head.
Wait till you see how far you were when you started the game.
Yeah. I don't want to say that.
How much different were the offensive line schematically was there in terms of zones and other things and spreading it out?
What was the beginning of that, sir?
How much different in terms of offensive line schematically was there from last week? And how much did the different styles of defense play into what they were able to do?
I think we were a little less predictable. I think last week it was a little. I don't know if Coach Sam was trying to save stuff for this week, but it seemed like we could have aired it out a little more, and we did that this week. Whenever you throw it, opens up the pass game, and scheme-wise, I'm not sure it was too much different. We just kind of executed better, and we're less predictable in our run pass line.
Western Michigan does things on defense that is kind of similar to what Michigan State does, similar to what you see in practice, I would imagine. Does that help with the receivers and the routes and the windows that you see in the blocking with the four-man front?
Yeah, that was the big thing is they have kind of the same defense as us, and we knew that going in. And practicing again. I mean, obviously we don't practice against our own defense too much, but in that sense, yeah. Thanks, yeah.